Alright, here it is, guys. Final chapter of my three-part miniseries on the Civil War review. Alright, guys, this is going to be my final part to my three-part Civil War review. First part, which I reviewed issues 1 and 2, I call it the catalyst because that really began everything. My second review, which was on issues 3, 4, and 5, I call that the game changer because a lot of things happened in that. A lot of people who switched sides, loyalties were changed, and basically we are at what I call now issues 6 and 7, the Endgame. This is really the culmination of what happened from issue 1 to issue 7, and we see how far we've gone in just a few months, from everyone loving each other, everyone being friends, superheroes being respected, to at the end superheroes being feared and hunted. With that said, we started off with issue 6, where we see Reed Richards operating on the android or clone of Thor, trying to fix him, which you would think, okay, a couple of issues ago, in issue 4 actually, the clone of Thor killed Ben Foster, aka the Goliath. Why would you want to keep this thing around? Why wouldn't you just deactivate it and destroy it? And you kind of get to see, like, sometimes good intentions, bad execution. That's exactly what this is. They so are determined that they're right, that they're willing to continue making mistakes. Now, with that opening where we see Reed Richards operating on the clone of Thor, Iron Man is out on watch looking for Cap. We find out that the Punisher is infiltrating the Baxter Building, which is the home of the Fantastic Four, and Captain America is actually on comms with him, walking him through the building to get this information that they need so they can find out where their friends are, because they didn't know what Tony Stark was doing with their friends after they caught him. So after Punisher gets this information, which is kind of funny when Captain America is telling him, get the information, just don't blow anyone's head off, because everyone in Captain America's resistance doesn't want the Punisher there. Even though they are a resistance, they're not killers like he is. He has no remorse in killing people. Now remember hold on to that, because we cut back to Cap's resistance, where Spider-Man is now slightly recovered from his injuries from the previous issue. He's back in his original Spider-Man costume, and he and Luke Cage are talking about how great it is to have Spider-Man back and how things starting to feel the same. Wherein the Punisher is walking behind them, they walk into the room where everybody's waiting, and you have two low-level villains, and I believe one is Grim Reaper, I'm not sure who the second one is, are offering their services to Captain America. And as one of them says, hey, Iron Man has supervillains on his side, you may as well have some on yours. Now, before they can finish their plea, they get gunned down. The Punisher just kills them outright, right in front of everybody, and he's like, you're a villain, to me, you're dead. I don't care what you say, what you do, you're a dead man. At the point where Captain America just leaps on him and just beats him down. I mean, Punisher's not even fighting back, he's just taking it. And Captain America even says, why don't you fight back? And his only answer is, not you. I'll fight anybody but you. At which point Captain America just tells him, throw him out, he's done to him, they can't have someone like him on their side. Where Luke turns to Spider-Man, he's like, why didn't Punisher ever fight back? And Spider-Man's like, well, Punisher's a Vietnam vet. Captain America's a hero to him. It's like they're two sides of the same coin, in which Captain America vehemently denies that. He's like, no, we are two different people, we are not the same. And we see that the information that they gathered was actually the location of the prison that they're keeping all the superheroes at, which is not even on Earth, it's actually in another dimension, which thanks to Hank Pym and Reed Richards, they have miniaturized a prison and have been sending all people they captured to this prison off-world. Well, Cap and his team find a way to get there. I think it's with Cloak's help, but it's a trap. Iron Man is waiting for him because, as Iron Man says, they had a mole on Cap's team this whole time, in which Cap just turns around and goes, "Yeah, you mean Tigra? Yeah, we knew about that the whole time," which just surprises Iron Man and throws him off. He's like, "Wait a minute, if you knew, then is this a trap for you or for me?" At which point he turns to Hank Pym and he's trying to get answers for this, and Hank Pym, who is Yellow Jacket at that time, removes his mask and his face starts to morph and turning green. Turns out Cap had gotten Hulkling, who was a member of Young Avengers, to infiltrate Iron Man's team as Hank Pym. So he knew all about a lot of stuff that was going on thanks to the information Hulkling was able to give him. So we get basically the standoff of standoff. Hero against hero. It's mano a mano now. They're going to go toe to toe. Spider-Man is still trying to be the voice of reason, but nobody wants to hear it. People just want to fight, which gets us right into like the 6th issue. Now there's obviously a lot of things that happen in between there, but the bottom line is we come to the end battle, which is taking place on the streets of New York. Now originally they were fighting in another dimension, Cap's team against Iron Man's team, but Cloak, I believe, teleports them out. Iron Man and his team chases Captain America to the streets of New York, where they have a huge all-out battle. I mean, casualty everywhere, collateral damage. You know, civilian population is watching this, and it's basically Iron Man against Cap. No one's really paying attention to anything else because people are just so divided against who's for Iron Man and who's for Cap. But the way things have been going and the way the media has been portraying Captain America and his resistance is truly as villains. So that's how the public sees them. Now, Iron Man and Captain America have been fighting in this miniseries off and on to the point where Iron Man's really been getting the upper hand. Not in this one. We find out Captain America had been holding back. Captain America is just beating the hell out of Iron Man, cracking his armor. He's down, faceplate's gone. He's just wailing on him left and right. And as he's about to deal, which could be the killing blow or a knockout punch, he gets attacked by the citizens of New York. They see Iron Man as a hero. So if he's a hero, Captain America is obviously their villain. So they're attacking him, telling him he needs to stop. He needs to, be arrested. He's the villain. And all the superheroes on Cap's team starts looking around like, what are you talking about? We just want to have our lives. We want to keep our identity secret. We don't mind helping you. We just want to have a life afterwards. And the battle just goes into overdrive. I mean, you really get to see people get divided, and they're just fighting, to the death, to the point where Captain America just screams out, "Stop." I mean, he basically is winning. Spider-Man even says so. It's like, Iron Man's down, you're winning. And he just Captain America takes his mask off. He's like, what are we winning? Look around you. The city's destroyed. The public hates them. To the public, they're the villains, and maybe they are. And Cap just throws his shield down. He's like, in tears. This is just classic Captain America, drawn so well. It's just tears streaming down his face. He's like, this is not what I wanted. This is not the America I wanted. And he quits. He just puts his hands up. He's like, I surrender. He's like, I'm the one you want, not them. You can arrest me, but you leave everybody else alone. And for the most part, that's how it ends. Captain America just calls it all off. He stops it. He's like, even though we feel we're in the right, we may not be executing it in the proper way. So Captain America gets arrested, gets put on trial. He's basically seen almost like a terrorist. Even to the point where the citizens are spitting at him, throwing stuff at him. I mean, this is a man who's put his life on the line for them during World War II, all the way till now. So we end it with Captain America arrested. And that is your Civil War miniseries. But that's not where it ends. I told you, it goes beyond that. And that issue is, and it's right behind me, hopefully I won't knock everything over. This issue right here, Captain America issue number 25. That is the ending of Civil War. And if you notice, that hand ain't down there for no reason. This issue, Captain America is arrested. He's arraigned. He's basically being told he will go on trial as basically an enemy of the state. He basically is a terrorist, and they're charging him as a terrorist. He's not resisting anything. He's just like, I don't care anymore. He's like, I still believe I was right. I don't believe in you, Tony. And they do talk back and forth in this. But one thing that happens in here that may or may not happen in the Civil War movie is as Captain America is being led, I think he's being led to court by Sharon Carter and a bunch of New York police. He's shot. He's shot through the chest. Actually, he sees the shot coming, and he actually moves in to protect one of the police officers who is escorting him to court. And in jumping in the way, he gets shot through the chest and is killed. I'm not kidding. Captain America dies in this issue. It ends with Tony Stark sitting next to a dead Captain America talking about how did it come to this. And this changed everything, guys. I mean, this one issue changed everything. I mean, it hit the news. It was on every major news network. It was in the New York Times, the Free Press. Wall Street Journal talked about it. Every channel talked about the death of Captain America. That lets you know when a character hits hard. So that's it. That's it for me. Hopefully you guys like what you saw. As you can see, people are here in the storage unit, so I'm going to drop it off right here. Hit me up on Facebook, on Twitter, on Tumblr. I'm everywhere, guys. Please keep an eye out for me on Facebook. Watch all my stuff on YouTube. Hit me up. Let me know what you guys think. Plus, I do have a Kickstarter campaign going on right now. The link's right there. Please help me out any way you can so we can get better equipment to make picture book drama everything it should be. Hopefully I didn't cut this off too quick. Pick up this issue. Pick up this mini-series. Definitely go see Captain America, the Civil War when it comes out this week. I will definitely be doing a review on that when it comes out. You better believe it. I haven't been doing a lot of reviews. I haven't been doing anything lately because I just don't have the time in a room or quiet to do it. But I will be hitting those up. So, hey, let me know what you guys think. And William Dean, I am going to be doing that Matrix review. He wanted me to, I was hit up by William Dean to do a review on the Matrix trilogy. So I will be doing that in the foreseeable future. Just got to get the time to do it. But that's it for me, guys. Thank you guys so much. Hopefully you liked it, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.